Good morning, happy Thursday, and yes, today is the day I'm finally going to fill out my bracket since all 64 teams should be accounted for by now. Before I do that though, I didn't see who played yesterday, so let me quickly look that up. Okay, also I just turned my computer on, so you gotta bear with me for a moment. I suppose while I get this started, I go over my low, my high, my active kindness. I would say that my low was it got mysteriously colder out than I thought it would be yesterday. As well as the fact that I slept in a little longer than I should have this morning. Not that big of a deal, but I kind of wish I didn't do it. My high was the Masked Singer yesterday. I'll be talking about that as well in this video. And my act of kindness was my nephews actually had to spend the night at my parents' house, so I helped my parents watch my nephews yesterday. So, hold on. Since I'm running late, get my shoes on real fast. Hold on. These shoes always take forever to put on. And, oh yeah, here's another part of my low. The button on this shirt's broken, so it keeps coming undone pretty easily. I can just get it on. There we go. That should hold for now. So, I can't believe we're already at Thursday. Can you believe that? That's insane. Hold on. Okay. I have a shoe on. Alright. Don't worry, this won't take much longer. I got these boots with the hooks on them, so they take a minute for me to put on real fast. There we go. All right, so let's start with the Masked Singer real quick. Starting with the fact that it was Grand Ole Opry night, which is basically a really fancy word of saying it was essentially another country night. Which, I mean, you would think country right away, but then all of Group C performed Big and Rich's Save the Horse, Ride a Cowboy, which I love that song. In fact, it's actually the first country song I've ever actively worked out to. That's how much I like that song. Plus, it's really great. It's great to dance to at parties. It really is. I love that song. Then right out of the gate, Pearl started with a rather underrated Dolly Parton song, Here You Come Again. And then Griffin, who, spoiler, was the one who got eliminated, did John Denver's Take Me Home Country Roads, which I really thought he was good enough to go on. And then Boogie Woogie did Something in the Water by Carrie Underwood. After that, I'm like, okay, just say that Boogie Woogie won the round so he gets to move on automatically, but no, Pearl did. I mean, don't get me wrong, Boogie Woogie's fun to watch, but it's pretty clear that when it comes to the final three, from each respective group, Pearl's going to be the one representing Group E. I really think it's going to be her. Unless Boogie Woogie makes a miracle happen. So after Pearl won, Griffin and Boogie Woogie had a battle royale, and they did I Need Some Help. I Had Some Help. I Had Some Help by Post Malone featuring Morgan Wallen. And they both had different styles of doing it. But at that point, I'm still like, just give it to Boogie Woogie so he can leave, please. And that is exactly what happened. Boogie Woogie won. And Griffin wound up being James Vanderbeek, which, shout out to was it Stacey Wilson? Hold on. Casey Wilson, I'm sorry. Casey Wilson. Shout out to Casey Wilson because she was filling in for Rita Ora. But as a guest, she was still out of yes. She actually got James Vanderbeek for Griffin. Her first time on the show. And she got it right. Like, at that point, if I'm her, I'm going to play the lottery. That's insane. But yeah, right now it's Coral, Paparazzo, Pearl, and Boogie Woogie who are in I think they call it the Super Six. And next week we start Group C, which is awesome. Now with all that said, let's get into hold on, let me just look for let me just see who the oh, don't know why that came on. I'm trying to see who won the other two games. Hold on, if I can find it. Alright, okay, seriously, why do advertisements keep popping up in this? Okay, so Mount St. Mary's won one game, and who won the other one? Who won between Texas and Xavier? I need to know. Xavier won, okay. Okay, now, with all that said, it's now time, at last, to fill out my 2024 NCAA bracket. And I can, Auburn versus Alabama, Auburn, Louisville, and, actually, before I keep going, let me look up one last thing. Because a friend of mine already made his Final Four prediction a couple days ago. Let me just see if I want to see what it is. Just let me find it real fast. Okay. Alright. So that's his Final Four. Let's see if I can match it. If I wind up matching it. Well, pretty much all I gotta do is just pick the same teams he did, but let's see what happens. Louisville and Creighton, Louisville. Michigan and UC San Diego, Michigan. Texas A&M and Yale, Texas A&M. Ole Miss and North Carolina. If it's the same North Carolina that I'm thinking of, then, hey, you know, I'll do Ole Miss. Okay, Iowa State and Lipscomb, Iowa State. Marquette, New Mexico, Marquette. Michigan State and Bryant, Michigan State. Florida, Norfolk, Florida. UConn, Oklahoma, UConn. Memphis and Colorado State, Memphis. Maryland and Grand Canyon, Maryland. Missouri and Drake, Missouri. Texas Tech and UNC, what? Texas Tech. Let's do TT. Kansas and Arkansas, Kansas. St. John's and Omaha, St. John's. Duke and Mount St. Mary's is one of the teams that just got to play in. Duke. Mississippi State and Baylor, Mississippi State. Oregon, Liberty, Oregon. Arizona and Akron, Arizona. BYU and VCU, BYU. Wisconsin and Montana, Wisconsin. St. Mary's and Vanderbilt, St. Mary's. Alabama and Albert Morris, Bama. Houston and SIU Edwardsville, Houston. Gonzaga and Georgia, Zags. Clemson and McNeese, Clemson. Purdue and High Point, Purdue. Illinois and Xavier, Illinois. Kentucky and Troy, Kentucky. UCLA and Utah State, UCLA. And Tennessee and Warford, Tennessee. Okay, so Auburn and Louisville, Auburn. Michigan and Texas A&M, Michigan. Actually, you know what? Yeah, Texas A&M. Ole Miss and Iowa State, Iowa State. Marquette and Michigan State, Michigan State. Florida and Yukon, Florida. Memphis and Maryland, Maryland. Missouri and Texas Tech, Texas Tech. Kansas and Arkansas. Oh, I'm sorry. Kansas and St. John's, St. John's. Duke and Mississippi State. Duke. Oregon, Arizona. Arizona. BYU and Wisconsin, BYU. St. Mary's and Bama, Bama. Houston and Zags, Houston. Clemson, Purdue, Purdue. Illinois and Kentucky, Kentucky. UCLA and Tennessee, Tennessee. Okay, now for the Elite Eight. Auburn, Texas A&M, Auburn. Iowa State, Michigan State, Michigan State. Florida, Maryland, Florida. Texas Tech and St. John's, St. John's. Duke and Arizona, Duke. BYU and Bama, Bama. Houston and Purdue, Houston. Kentucky and Tennessee, Tennessee. You know what? I'm going to go with my friend on this one. I think Michigan State's going to beat Auburn. Florida's going to beat St. John's. Bama will pull the upset against Duke. And Houston will beat Tennessee. So yeah, my Final Four is exactly like my dear friend here. Now who I think is going to win? You know what? I'm also going with my friend here. I think Florida will beat Michigan State. And Houston will beat Bama. And I think Houston will win it all. And with that, I have filled up my bracket. Yeah. Show you this right here. That's the first 32. That's the second 32. I tried to initial everything, so hopefully you can read it. First half of the Sweet 16. Oh, sorry. Let me pause it to write it down. Second half of the Sweet 16. Elite 8. Elite 8. Final Four in the final. There. I have now officially filled out my March Madness bracket. Maybe I'll be right. Who knows? But happy March Madness, everybody. I hope you all like this video. If you like, subscribe to YouTube channel, follow me on social media. As always, I'm very humble in this video for all you guys watching Joe for today. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Thursday. And remember, if you guys want to talk to me, those of you here to lend me, you always your back. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.